Good morning, Knicks Nation. Today is Friday, May 1st, 2026. Happy May to you. Happy Friday to you. Hope you're going to enjoy your weekend coming up. So far, so good for the New York Knicks. Finished off Atlanta in 6 games. I thought it was going to be 6 after I saw the split in New York. And once they started going through Cat, it was a wrap. There's nothing Atlanta can do. And that's also why the Boston-Philly series is going on longer than I thought. I thought it was going to be a sweep because I didn't think Joel Embiid was going to come back in time. He did. And since he's been back, it's been a different series because Boston has no answer for the big man. None. And he's not as much trouble as Cat's going to be. Remember that when they start talking all the mess about your Knicks, which is what they're going to do. It's going to Game 7, Boston-Philly in Boston. Boston still does not have an answer for Embiid. If he plays, Boston loses. And we'll be playing Philly in the second round. If he plays and Boston wins, we'll be playing Boston in the second round. Boston's going to need phenomenal games from both Brown and Tatum to have a chance. Last night, Tatum left the game in the fourth quarter, came back. I don't think he came back in the game, but it doesn't matter. Tatum and Brown could be checked by Edgecombe, Maxey, and Grimes, and that's what happened. And so, as I mentioned to y'all, there's no answer for Joel Embiid. This year, this particular season that we're in, it's the big man year. Gobert, Cat, Embiid. It's the big man year. Yeah, you're gonna need your wings to do what they do. But look, that's what I've been telling people that have been complaining about Mikal, stupidly complaining about Mikal. I told y'all, when the ball moves, you activate Mikal. When the ball doesn't move and Jalen Brunson tries to play hero ball, you freeze everybody out. Rick Brunson got in his ass. He listened. The Knicks win. And that's what it comes down to. The media is always trying to get the Knicks to expose their secrets, and the Knicks never do. And I'm glad they don't. And of course, the Don doesn't talk to the media either. All the media wants to do is create clicks. The Knicks are trying to win this chip. And so they showed that last night in how they beat up on Atlanta, going as high as 61 at some point. I saw when it was up 41, James Dolan sitting next to Starbury saying 41, like he couldn't believe we was up 41 on them. And I told y'all, they go through Cat, who last night had 12, 10, and 11. It's a wrap because they got no answer for him. He was the playmaker. And believe me, Cat would rather be the playmaker. He wears 32 because that's Magic Johnson's number. Okay, he'd rather be the playmaker than be the high scorer. Let Brunson be the high scorer. And Brunson last night scored 17 on 12 shots. Then you had 29 from OG. This is the problem that teams have. They have no answer for Cat. And then they have no answer for Brunson. And then here come OG, and then the ball is moving, right? And then when the ball is moving, guess who else coming? Mikal Bridges. Last night, the Knicks had 33 assists. Mikal Bridges had 24 points, 10 of 12 shooting, 2 of 2 from the line. That's what we're talking about. You want to activate Mikal on the offensive end? Move the freaking ball, and he'll be activated. And that's what happened last night. Okay? So everybody whining about the 5 picks are just plain stupid and don't see the bigger picture. The bigger picture is the chip, and we win the chip when the ball moves. By getting Karl Anthony Towns for Juju. And by the way, Juju and them, look, no Ant, no Big Ragu, and last night no Sumo with Bones Highland and Juju and the team that they had. They finished off Denver and them last night with the Joker. And the Joker's, again, a 5, the dangerous 5. That's why the game went 6 games. But now they playing the Spurs with Victor Wembanyama. They better get the Sumo back in there to try to put some pressure on the Spurs wings and backcourt, because the Spurs got Castle, Harper Jr., then on Devin Vassell, they got and of course De'Aaron Fox. They got the wings and support in the backcourt to match anything Juju and them got. But Juju and them need some help. You got to have Bones Highland and DeSumo playing at a high level. You got to have Gobert. And, of course, there's Juju and McDaniels. McDaniels was the star this last series. They wasn't expecting him to go off like he did. And he did. He's been there. He's just been playing second fiddle because they had so many other guns. But now they're going to be keying on him. Okay? It's going to be a tough match for Juju and them when it comes to San Antonio. It looked like to me San Antonio, Oklahoma City destined to meet in the conference finals with us playing San Antonio, because San Antonio got Oklahoma City's number. Devin Vassell could guard He can guard Shea Gilgeous SGA. David Vassell could do it. Stephen Castle could do it. Once you got it, and I'm not saying lock him up, as I said, slow him down. Make it tougher for him. If you got guys that could do that, and then you got Wembanyama in the middle, it's going to be tough for Minnesota. It's going to be tough for OKC. But, again, even with Wembanyama, they got no answer for Cat. And then you challenging Mitch Rob? Okay. That's why I was telling y'all, yeah, we're going to sign Mitch Rob again. Y'all need to stop with all this trade Mitch Rob for another big. They traded Juju and got back Cat. That made the championship window open. That's when the championship window opened. This is the second year of the window. And I told y'all it was a 4-year window because of the contract of Cat. Now that they're utilizing the big man the way they're supposed to, and Brunson is bought in, it's a wrap. It's a wrap, okay? Because Philly can't handle Cat. Philly couldn't even handle us before we got Cat with just Mitch Rob. They had to play dirty to try to play with us, and we still beat them. And now we dealing with Boston. Boston can't handle Cat, can't handle Mitch Rob, and then you can't handle him, and we moving the basketball. Here come Mikal, here come OG, here come Deuce, here come Alvarado. We got the whole gang coming. We good, y'all. We good. Nothing is a given, but strategically, there's nothing they could do. The Knicks could only, and this is one thing Alan Hahn said, if the Knicks lose, they got beaten by the Knicks. Because ain't no team out here in the East could deal with us. Not Detroit, not Boston, not Cleveland, not Orlando. Orlando got, I think, the best shot because they got 3-6-10s. They could switch on us. They give us a little bit of a challenge. But they better get by. They got to get by tonight. They got to get by Detroit, in Detroit. We're going to see. We're going to see how this works out. The key for them, Paolo going to be Paolo. Is Franz Wagner playing? That's the key. Because if Franz Wagner playing, they'll beat him. Because Franz Wagner is the answer to Cade Cunningham. If Franz Wagner playing, they'll beat him. Okay? But that don't mean nothing, though. They're going to have to deal with, the whole crew right there. So, here we go. Like, looking at the game, it looks like Detroit is favored 65-35 at this point. And you should. They're going to be playing at home. Tobias Harris and Kevin Huerter are probable. They both listed as game time decisions, but they'll play. And then Wagner is out with the calf. That's a problem. That's a problem. Now, they would have an answer if Jonathan Isaac was being them. Because Jonathan Isaac could guard Cade. But his game time decision, he's expected to return tonight. It would be a last minute thing. It'd be kind of tough. So I give Detroit the edge because of all that. I give Detroit the edge. Right now, it looks like Isaac is doubtful for game 6. So you can't really even count on him. So really, the Magic going to be counting on Jamal Cain to guard Cunningham. And he just dropped 45 on him the other night. So it's going to be tough. No Wagner, no Isaac, and you're trying to guard a man that is a superstar in Cade Cunningham. And they probably get by him. But then they got run into us. And you don't want that. Okay, here we go, So I favor Detroit also. I give Detroit the edge because no Wagner makes Detroit a better team. Like I said, you missing one player could change the complexion. You add an Embiid, and Philly's better than Boston. You add an Embiid to the healthy Philly, and you better, okay? You take away a Franz Wagner from a Detroit series, Detroit's got the edge. That's the way it is. So here we go right here. The Knicks are waiting on the Philly-Boston. We'll probably start that playoff on Sunday or Monday. They're playing Saturday, so probably Monday or Tuesday it'll start. If Orlando wins against Detroit, and if Toronto or Cleveland win, don't matter which one of them win, but if Orlando beats Detroit, The next series will be whoever the winner is against the winner of the Raptors Cleveland tonight. And the Knicks would be playing the winner of Boston Philly. And it don't matter which of them win. If Boston win, we start 2 games in Boston. If Philly win the first 2 games at Madison Square Garden. But that's how we're going to do it. We either playing Boston or Philly. They're going to decide that tomorrow. Okay, it's game 7, Boston against Philly. You can't sleep on Philly, but we're not sleeping on Philly when I say they ain't got no answer for Cat. They ain't got no answer for Mitch Rob. And he will take their lunch money. Okay, and we know that. The Knicks now understand the game plan Jalen Brunson has brought in after having the print of his father's foot in his ass. He now understands what he needs to do. And the Knicks know what they need to do. And the good thing is now our boy Hart gets 2 days rest. Shit. Deuce came out ready. You could see the look in his face. He knocked down that 3, and he wanted more. But the Knicks was so good, they didn't even need Deuce like that. I told y'all, go through Cat. It's a wrap. Same with the next series. I don't care if it's Philly or Boston. Maxi's a blur. There's no doubt. He's going to give whoever's guarding him hell. No doubt. But all we got to do is go through Cat. That takes away all pressure on Brunson. Give it to Cat. Move the hell out the way. Go back, cut with OG. Go back, cut with Mikal. Yo, we got a team, y'all. I've been trying to tell y'all for a whole season. Y'all tripping, ready to jump off bridges and miss. I can't believe in this team anymore. Oh my God, we're gonna lose to Atlanta in 6. Oh my God, Atlanta's better. Things I gotta put up with, but it's all right. Here we are, semifinals, either Philly or Boston. They're gonna tell us tomorrow night who it is. They're gonna show it. If Philly can eke it out, we playing in New York on Monday or Tuesday. If Boston ekes it out, we playing in Boston on Monday or Tuesday. It don't matter. As long as Cat's healthy, we good. Okay? And then now, this is the whole season we've been waiting for Mitchell Robinson. And this is the season, if he needs to start, he can. Okay, this is why. We've been doing this the whole season, letting him sit out second night back-to-backs. All season, he ain't played a back-to-back. And he don't have to play a back-to-back in the playoffs. Last night, our boy Daniels tried to get up in his grill, bowing him a mess. Okay, Mitch got thrown out. But they still had Cat. We still had Brunson. So, okay. And the defense was crunching. They didn't even score 100 last night. Matter of fact, I think the last 3 games we played, against Atlanta, I don't think they hit 100 in any of them, right? I don't think so. Let me see. We won 114-98, 126-97, 140-89. The defense was crunching. Yo, the next time a commentator speaks negative about your Knicks, you need to get up in their ass because they don't know what they're talking about. As long as we got Cat, it's a wrap. And last night, they even got smarter. Cat was taking the technical foul shots. It's a wrap. I'm trying to tell y'all. Eastern Conference, as long as Cat is healthy, it's a wrap. We could lose Jalen Brunson and still work because we got Cat. Cat's the most important player, okay? Cat opens up everything for Mikal, for OG, for Josh Hart, for Deuce McBride, for Alvarado. It's a wrap. I'm so happy with our squad, man. So here we go. We're waiting on the winner of Philly-Boston. And neither of them teams got an answer for Cat. Philly got more of an answer with Embiid, but he ain't enough. So here we go. Just keep our boys healthy. Now we got 2 days rest. Well, 3, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We might be playing Monday against whoever, whatever. Y'all enjoy your weekend, Knicks Nation. You deserve it, man. Been through some crap with some of these commentators talking mess about your team, about your boys. But we there. We where we supposed to be playing in May. See, they was talking all kind of mess in December, and I was telling some of y'all, they could talk mess in December. We want to talk our mess in May and June. Here we go. enjoy it. Talk to y'all soon, though. Be safe out there. So.